Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope that you all are doing well. Today we're going to be finishing up our little summer beach album situation. This stamp is really cool in my opinion. Very cool in my opinion. Now, what I decided to do is not mess with the scan and cut, okay? I decided to go back in and pull out some more of the things that I've had for forever, just sitting there collecting all kinds of dust. I'm actually going to be doing some more condensing of my supplies. So, what I thought I would do is just pull out a few things that we could try and use on here. These all came from Tuesday morning when Tuesday morning was a physical store. I don't think it's a physical store anymore. This came from Pop Shelf. They do have Tuesday morning online. It's very expensive. This is um, Hobby Lobby, and I thought we could probably use a few of these pieces to go on there. But I don't think I showed you all this last time we first started working on this. I have these little frames, and I was like, why reinvent the wheel if you have a frame already? So what I want to try and do is find a good location to put a frame in that's going to match. Excuse the rattling. So this has what are those things called? Bank thingamajigs. Little envelopes. Also, I want to talk to you really quickly about Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree. Hear me out. Hear me out before you say what. It is a what situation, but Dollar Tree. I went so those little wooden blocks that everyone uses and they all go out of stock really quickly. Well, I went to Dollar Tree to try to find some of those a while back. They're gone. Like they're all no longer available. Okay. So I even called Dollar Tree and was like, I'm just trying to figure out, when are you gonna get some more, blah blah blah. And the lady who told me like in August. And so I am under the impression that in August most of the stuff will have shifted from $1.25 to $1.50, $1.75, and so on and so on and so on. I don't even consider Dollar Tree anymore. It's just like Family Dollar Plus. If that was, that's how I feel that it should be called. So I think this will be the thing that we use. This is also really pretty. I think we're gonna use that one. I'm just gonna look at the rest of them and see. And so I saw someone. So I went to. This is before I called the lady, but I went to Home Depot, and I had asked somebody in the wood section. I was like, I'm looking for a piece of wood that's this amount of size that I want to cut into little pieces because I was going to buy a table, a small little circular table, or a jig. One of the inexpensive ones, like under $50. Um, So I did the math and everything, and it would still be cheaper to go to the Dollar Tree. Even at $1.50, it would still be cheaper to purchase these little wood pieces from the Dollar Tree. The problem with that, and this is what I told you all that I had a problem last time, and it makes me very, very sad when I talk about this, is that um, for the most part, crafters are buying craft stuff from the Dollar Tree because it's inexpensive, and we want other people to be able to do these projects from the Dollar Tree, or we'll go to a fancy store and see something and we know that we could probably try and make something from the Dollar Tree. Um, but what about the people that actually need to go to the Dollar Tree? I was talking to one of my friends yesterday about school supplies. Do not go to the Dollar Tree for school supplies. You're going to be out of a lot of money because everything's $1.25. Now hear me out. Everything's $1.25 for one item, whereas Walmart, local grocery stores that you go to, Target, and all the other spots are selling a box of 24 Crayola crayons right now for 50 cents. You can get two boxes or three boxes if it goes to $1.50 for one box at the Dollar Tree. Like no one's going to be out here saying, "Oh, I support the Dollar Tree for back to school supplies." Like no one in their right economical sense will say, "Yeah, Dollar Tree is the best spot to go for school supplies. And I find that very annoying. And I may even sound like a dead, what they say, don't be the dead horse. I may even sound like a dead horse when I say this because of the very simple fact that I don't have a lot of money to waste, right? A lot of my purchases within the last 5 years have been very mindful wasting of money, if that makes any sense. It's not before I would just go and purchase and purchase and purchase and purchase and never use. You see, we've been recycling a lot of project things from our hauls from 2 years ago, whatever. Like these things, I got this in a D stash a while back, and I just never got a chance to use it. And now I'm more mindful of that, especially if other people are like, "Oh, I want to attempt to do that project. I want to try and get that done." I'm not going to send you out to the Dollar Tree for $1.25 when you probably have some paper in your house that you could cut up, or $1.50 or $1.75. Now, I like to price compare. I do like to go and look at all the things to make sure that we are getting the best deal from whoever we're getting the stuff from. So yeah, you hear me say stuff like, "Oh, the Dollar Tree has this." I didn't watch the whole video, but someone sent me a link to some Halloween projects, and everything's $1.50. Now, is that a good deal? It depends on what you're trying to do. I feel like now would be a good time to go thrifting. Go to the thrift store, find some stuff, and do whatever you need to do. If it's something that's in your wheelhouse of I want to spend this amount of money on it, then yeah, do it. Do it makes you the happiest. But be mindful that it's probably another spot that can do it cheaper. Because definitely the Dollar Tree is not the cheapest spot for school supplies. Not the cheapest at all. And I think that is where my concern for people that don't have enough to go and spend. When I was a kid, we had to get a ride to go school shopping. My mom would have to pay someone $10 or something for gas, and we would go. And again, that's when J.C. Penney's Wieners was open back when I was younger, and I got clothes from the Family Dollar. So I'm not afraid of not having stuff from the Dollar Tree. I understand the struggle of not being able to afford anything but Dollar Tree stuff, and that's why I always try to convey that I feel like the Dollar Tree is taking advantage of the situation. And I get the economy, tariffs, all of that stuff, but if the Dollar Tree is supposed to be the spot that we can go to that's affordable, now you can't do that. Even when I was younger, we'd catch the city bus and we would go places, and at the end of the day, we have 4 or 5 bags of random junk. We used to go downtown to McCory's, and a lot of these places that I have named are no longer in business. Foley's, things like that, they're not in business anymore, but those are the things that I remember growing up. And not everyone can afford to go to the fancier stores and get things like Children's Place. Like for my son right now, I never even considered going to Children's Place, but my friend always sends me like links to it. I never went to Children's Place when I was growing up. I don't even know if Children's Place was around when I was young. It probably was, but we didn't go there. Thrift store, Purple Heart is this store that we used to go to, um, to get things. And I just want you all to be mindful, um, that the Dollar Tree may not be the best option for some of our crafting needs in particular. It's other places to look. I've seen a lot of people doing recently. A lot of people doing more thrift store hauls, which again bumps the prices up because our demand makes them need to supply, and then when we get the supply that we need, the price shoots up. Which at some point I have to just be mindful that it's never going to be as cheap as what it used to be, you know. But that is something to keep in mind. I wanted to put a sentiment right here, and I haven't found one that I like yet. I'm rambling and babbling. That's probably why I can't really focus. Let's look on the back of this thing. This is a Valentine's Day thing. And I think $2 is a really, when I buy $2 items, I always consider this right here because I used to get these for $3. So every time I see something for $2, I'm like, oh, that's in my opinion a good deal because this would have definitely been at the Tuesday morning, right? Definitely. So I enjoy finding inexpensive things like that. Let's see. Be still and know. These are not really. These are more religious, which is fine to go in anything that I create. Uh, but it's not giving me a good sentiment to be right there on the side. So let's see about this one. And then we have this lovely thing. I think sometimes the pricer was just pricing stuff because these right now at some of the stores that actually have them, like Joann Fabric used to have these, right? And they would be on sale for $3 when they sold them, and they was $6.99 at Joann. I don't know if Michaels will get them or not. I went to Ross a couple of days ago, like I told you, and they had some stuff in there. Not a lot of craft stuff, but they had some stuff, and I was like, "Oh, that's really cool that Ross is doing that." But I didn't buy it. I was like, "I don't need 12 by 12 scrapbook paper." Can you believe that? I walked out of Ross, didn't get. It was 150 sheets of scrapbook paper that I was like, "I'm good on." Mm-mm-mm. I want to use this so bad, and I can't because I put the stamp thing right there yesterday. We're gonna make it work. So yeah, school is starting back. I have totally started to freak my freak, and I'm going through other things right now that I'm having. I'm freaking my freak. That's all I'll say. I am freaking my freak, as Mr. Holtz would say. Don't freak your freak. I am there. I am there. I was listening to Wonder Dreamer 555 talk about that she's going to be started back work. I was like, no, don't do it. Because when she starts back to work, it's like official. I don't know any other administrators or educators, anyone in the school system that I follow on YouTube that talks about school, their job and working and how, things are besides a random link that someone sends me about a teacher doing or saying something. So I always look to her for certain, particular things when it comes to school stuff. And I'll send a message. I'm sorry to bother you. I don't know how sorry I am if I keep doing it though, right? She hasn't said leave me alone, so that's always a plus. But anyway, yeah, she was talking about getting ready for school, and I'm like, where did the summer go? It was here, and now the summer is just in the wind. The summer is like, listen, y'all got stuff to do. It's called educate, and um, our meet the teacher is like right around the corner, and I will tell you right now, I am not ready. I am not ready. I'm going school supply shopping today. Also, it's so funny. I clicked on that little school supply link, and they were like, "Click on this." The Walmart one is $108. I already have a lot of his school supply stuff, so I'm not too concerned about that. But $108 is a lot of money for school supplies. It's a lot of money for school supplies. And I know it probably sounds cheap, but it's a lot of money. We're gonna put this anchor right here. That's a lot of money, y'all. A lot of money. All right, now we need a little sentiment, not a little, a sentiment right there. But this camera might work really well. I always worry like it's 14 pieces, you get one, and I feel like you need to make those count for other projects that you're going to be working on. Um, I think that's why I usually get two or three of these things. I didn't get two or three of these when I got them though. Um, because I was probably like, oh, I can make this for my son, blah blah blah. Mario, something like that. Explore. Let's use explore right here. We'll use some tape. I was watching um, a video. Was it yesterday? I didn't really watch a lot of stuff yesterday. I traveled from the home a little bit, and I was just like, it'd be so cool just to see how far this tank of gas will take me. I came back though. I came back. And today I was sitting there getting ready to do something else. I was like, you know what? I need to make a video. And here we are making our video. Yay. All right, I want to put this world traveler right here. Enjoy the little things. And I was thinking that we could put this little sailboat. I feel like this is an American little pastime situation. So I'm going to use this camera. What's this? A little lobster thing of a jig. Let's go. Maybe this bike. I'm not going to use all these. Oh, we will use this though in this boat. These are so cute. And you don't really need to buy this. You could probably find some images, free images online and print them out and take your paper punch sitting while you're watching your favorite TV show and make them. I think I'm going to try that. We'll try something like that. We'll try inspired ephemera within the next couple of weeks. Maybe that'll be our next thing. I think I'm going to do a coloring thing because I need to color. I feel like I need to color. Let's see. Two travelers to live. No. Texas. No. New York. No. I wanted to use Rome, but I think I'll leave that alone for now. Um, I'm going to use detour on the back. I think I'm just going to use detour on the back, and we'll leave that alone. This project has been hodgepodge thing, and I have enjoyed it. I don't. I know a lot of people script their creations. I don't script anything. I bet you can tell. I feel like when we're crafting, you don't need a script unless you're selling products, right? And even now, you don't need a script. You probably just need some little notes. Hey, first we're gonna do the show off, the showing of whatever it is, and then we're gonna talk about how lovely it is, and then we'll do this, and then we'll do that, and then you know what? It'll be done. Put this little camera right here, and then yeah, no, 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 no. Let's go back to this sticker. Was the beach our detour? We did not go to the beach this. We never go to the beach. Let me just say that it's been a lot of water accidents, and that's been freaking me out. So yeah, a lot of water, was flooding this year in Texas, and then some, celebrities have not been able to recover from the currents and things like that. Just, mm-mm, I'm gonna pass on that. I think that's good. I think this is also good. It's just we said enjoy the little things, but smooth this out the way. I want to use that, but I don't know if our colors will actually lend themselves to it. When you use glue, do you glue your projects with, like, do you put glue and then you take a brush and brush the glue on to make it stay all over? I'm going to stop using this glue for projects like this, and I'm going to get like a little acrylic sheet or plastic sheet. I'm going to start using a glue stick. Um, this will always be my go-to, right? Because I feel like it's very inexpensive and it's made in the USA and right. Anyway, but the glue sticks I feel are going to do some of the projects, some not all, but some of the paper projects that we need to get done will be good for us to do. All right, so we got this, we got that. We're gonna leave this empty. Yeah, rise with the sun. You can't see it, but it says rise with the sun. We just put that on there. Let's just put let's go. Let's go. There we go. Another photo opportunity right here. Let's go ahead and put our tags. We could put pictures and write on there. I did not put any, I'm not punching holes and I'm not stamping the back with any lines on it. I'm looking at this right here to see if I want to use any stickers. The thing is, these are like gold, um, and black. And this is like all pretty sunny colors. But we're going to just put reflect right here on this one. Why not? And let's see if I have any other ones. When you get planner stickers and try to make them into your little journaling card things, is always an interesting situation of how to do it tastefully, so you're not over overdoing it. I have another reflect. I have two more reflects, and they're clear reflects, so that's good. I have an urge to go to New York, y'all. I don't know why. I just have an urge. I haven't been in New York in a long time. I've been in New York since 2011. Yeah, I loved jumping on a train when I lived in Connecticut and going somewhere. So maybe I just have a need to do something not home. And maybe we'll do that, my son and I. All right, so reflect. Then this is good. That's good. I think I need a little card. And we got explore. I need one more thing to go on exploration. Let's put this little beach basket right here. So let's check this thing out. All right, let me know what y'all think in the comment section, please. Enjoy the little things. We write on it. I like this book a lot. It's kind of thick. It has some girth to it. Let's go. Some journaling cards. Well, a picture. And then this thing's gonna drive me crazy. And more journaling cards. So this could go inside a little book. Another book. A book inside of a book. Anyway, I hope that you all have a great rest of your day. I want to say thank you for watching. And until next time, Happy crafting.